Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about the South Node in the 11th house in the natal horoscope. As most of you know, the South Node is associated with what we generally will emphasize maybe a little bit too strongly and accentuate strongly in the first half of our lives generally. And we hit a point around age 30 approximately that we say, well, this is kind of getting a little monotonous. It's been there, done that. And what I refer to as kind of the redundant spot in the horoscope. And we go to our North Node. Well, not necessarily eradicating the South Node completely. We may blend it in and integrate it a little bit with the North Node at that point in time. So anyway, South Node in the 11th house generally, many of these people may have really emphasized their friends, their acquaintances, their group endeavors, humanitarian, philanthropic type actions. This could be the person that wanted to join a group just to feel like they belong and be part of a group. But the thing about it is, in the process, some of these groups maybe might have been detrimental to this person. Did these people, did their friends really have what they wanted? Were they supporting of the person's goals and aspirations? And even and it could be that this person was very proficient in doing things in a collaborative effort, doing things with friends, and might have really had a certain enjoyment in the groups that they wanted to be in. But it comes a point in time where this person comes to a realization in many of these cases that they say, well, I've been doing these things with friends and with these acquaintances, and I've been catering to them and trying to appease them. I gotta have some time maybe for me to pursue some things that I really, maybe my true amusement, my true enjoyment for me, and not necessarily putting so much of the emphasis on their groups and doing things that maybe their friends may just want them to do. And what the calling is that we know the North Node is connected with the soul's mission and purpose. And this person not necessarily going to eliminate or eradicate all their friends or their groups in their life necessarily, but they may detach themselves to some degree and pursue, start doing things that they want to, as far as maybe hobbies and creative interests. It's time for them. And even it may be by themselves activities, it may be some things with some other people, but by doing so, they can integrate the South Node in there, and maybe these could be things that they really are aspiring to do, and the things that they really maybe really truly enjoy, or things perhaps connected with their hobbies, creative interests. This can include maybe perhaps writing and doing things that they have real enjoyment perhaps doing. Now, this could be a person that really just takes some fun time out for his or herself, maybe doing things like going to an amusement park, maybe bungee cord jumping, maybe just whatever it is that really is is something that's there for their true enjoyment, something that they have that passion for, that they really have fun at. And by doing so, as far as the creative endeavors go, these could be things that may be very well connected with their goals and aspirations, and may tie into that during this time when they do emphasize the creative part of themselves. Now, also the 5th house is connected with gambling and speculation. So the thing about it, this is that I wouldn't overemphasize anything with this, because obviously too much gambling could lead to a lot of loss monetarily. But we look at this, the 5th house is associated with children, and perhaps if this person doesn't have any children, this might be a point in time where they begin some kind of romantic relationship, and they have children maybe at some point shortly after this time, or sometime in the second half of their lives, if they don't already have them. Now, if the person already has children in the early part of their life, this is something, sector of their life that might be more emphasized or accentuated during the second part. And at the same time, this person can maybe have, this can bring out their whimsical or capricious or childlike quality in themselves as well by doing so. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the South Node in the 11th house in the natal horoscope. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about the South Node in the 12th house in the natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis on a person, astrologically speaking, based on this element, because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.